Kia ora team. Welcome to the First Look First Hour series of mine. This is another episode called Stranded Alien Dawn, where I have a look at this. I guess it's a survival sim strategy game. It's built along the lines of Colony Builder, but you're not actually building a colony. You have some uh, people, spacefarers, I guess, we don't know much about them, that have crash landed on this alien planet, and we have to get them to survive through the course of their trials and tribulations. And they develop a little base, a little colony, and they obviously have to defend it from alien attack and various other bits and pieces. So well, it's published by Frontier Developments Foundry Group, which is it was a third-party publishing arm, which was part of Braben's evil empire from Frontier Developments, who ditched Elite Dangerous support for consoles. So I swore at the time I would never buy another Frontier Developments game, and I haven't until now. But to be fair, this is a Hiemamant Games production, and it really just came with Frontier Developments clipping the ticket and putting their name to it. And even the logo, Stranded Alien Dawn, is just recycled visuals and fonts from Elite Dangerous, as is the menu fonts and things. So all they've really done is give some font styles and some graphic styles to it, and Hiemamant Games have, I think, done the rest. And Hiemamant Games, if you don't know, they've been doing this for 20 odd years, since about 2000. Pardon me. And they've done a lot of these kind of sim games. Tropico and the Tropico series probably being one of their most popular. And they also did Surviving Mars, which was, I've played it, I've got it, it's, anyway. So, in a bit of a diversion from my usual first look, first hour, a bit of a diversion. I would normally just play the first hour out of the box, literally, and just say, hey, I got this, I'm going to play the first hour. And I did start doing that with the tutorial. Now, I should probably warn you, the tutorials took 2 hours. So I thought after that, that's probably not going to work. So if you do get the game, be aware that there is some in-depth tutorials that go through the basic mechanics of the game, and there are quite a lot actually. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight in with the new game. So I'm going to start with the new game. This is what has come up. So you can do random, crash landing, trading outposts, small group outcast by one-way ticket to the uncharted territories that plan to set up 3 passengers land, acquire enough galactic coins to buy the planet. Okay. Military outpost sent to a heavily infested planet where they must construct and defend a core communication relay up to 6 members. Build an Ansible relay number 499 to establish communications. Okay. And there's different regions. So look, we got tropical, desert, we got random. Let's go random. I have no idea how hard this is. Moon. Randomly pick one of the available moons. Oh, here we go. Concordia is the goddess of balance. Jason sends tough challenges. Okay, Nyx, the goddess of night, govern anything that lurks in the dark. And chaos. At the beginning there was chaos. What matters? Obviously that has some kind of effect. Let's go with Concordia and not make it too hard. Game difficulty medium, seed start class. What have you got? Doesn't give me an option for that, so I don't know what that means. Game rules. Oh, here we go. Increase the average number of survivors you can find by 2. Okay, adds a permanent boost. Peace first, random survivors. Nice. So these are like little bonuses. Ooh, that's the hard one. That's a super easy one. So these are like your modifiers. We won't start with any modifiers. So we'll just start as is, where is, which is fine. Oh, and there's a bunch of people we could choose. I'm not going to go into this because there are a lot of people. what you need to know is over there on the right. So, I assume they've given us a sort of a balance. It looks like they have. So you will see that his skills are he's indifferent to combat, so he's not going to be good at it, not going to want to get involved in it, probably more likely to run away. He's good at construction. He can cook a boiled egg. Crafting, he's not too bad. Could probably make you a pair of shoes. He can't farm for toffee. Don't ask him to put on a band-aid. He's moderately smart and he's moderately physical. Rita, on the other hand, is a bit of a hard nose, not very good at building things, but she's one heck of a farmer. Sora, similar in a lot of ways to Quinn, and Talus, the smart guy of the group. But yeah, so I don't know. I'd call that a kind of a weak-ish group. But I mean, I guess you could go through and massage this what you want. You could fill it full of, combat-heavy characters, but you can develop character skills, and do be aware that you are going to need a balance. I think the key to this is you can't just have all great combat people and no one know how to farm, or they're all going to be fighting amongst themselves while they starve to death. That kind of thing. Some of these, that's pretty scary. That looks like almost too lifelike. That looks like somebody's mum. Um, that looks like somebody's angry sister. Um, you know, uh, some of them are kind of sketchy. X-Files, anyone? Whereas some of them are a little bit more gritty. Oh, I like that guy. Look at that nose. Vincente Santiago. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Ooh, no, I wouldn't buy anything from Xander. Sorry. Some of those are interesting. At your leisure, Krista, the pretty one, age 26. Positive hacker, straight out of college by the federal. She cannot craft anything. Kids these days. Movement speed is. She's clumsy. A genius, but clumsy. So, yeah, explorer, cheerful. Sniper, vegetarian. Glutton. Man. Hard-working, though. Works hard, eats more. Okay. Right, so we're just going to keep it just random, eh? Just random. Let's get into it. Let's stop talking and let's get into it. And you'll see how the things go, and I'll try to explain as I go along, because like I said, 2 hours worth of tutorials, man. Nothing to do with me, I didn't do it. Right, okay, so we got some animals around. And we got some stuff, we got some thing. We got a rock, obviously for mining and things like that. So L2 is pause, right? So unlike, say, Anno 1800, where you couldn't pause, which was, was hard, because you couldn't pause. With this one, we can pause and we can chat and we can everything else. What's that? See, there's some things lying around. At the minute, hints are turned on to provide help when needed. That's fine. So, Sora's having a meltdown. Who wouldn't? You just crash land on a foreign ship. There she was, sleeping away. Before she knows it, there's all kinds of a solar storm, and there you go. You can attempt to knock out the survivor and interrupt the meltdown with a direct order. Right, okay. I don't know if I want to knock her out. That seems a touch excessive. Could we get her to observe some plants? Let's see what that does. No. She's incapable of fighting. Draft is what you do to give them a direct order. I don't honestly think that I really care. I'm just going to let her just do her own thing. What we need to do is down here at the bottom is the first thing we probably need is a shelter. And so these are our shelters. Turn them around. That's the open side. I made the mistake of that the first time. We're probably going to want it near resources to start with. So let's just put it there. Let's get some people going. Let's get some stuff going. This is going to need salvage, so I need someone to work on that. They're looking at a bush because to make the most of things, you need to observe it. So you need to figure out what it does. It could be food. It could be. Look, Sora snapped out of it already. It could be. It could be useful in some way, shape, or form in terms of medicine or clothing. So we're a bit far removed from that site, but I wanted to be up against this this rock or near enough as a kind of a form of defense, I guess. We've also got this thing over here we can also scavenge, and yeah. So we're at regular speed. L2 left and right speeds up, slows down. So let's have a look at the bars here. Up at the top, you've got the seasons. We're currently, it looks like, at the end of spring. This is year 1, day 1, 1000 hours. The light bulb is for research. We're not doing any. Temperature is 9 degrees, which is, it's not super warm, but it's fine. And we're outdoors. That changes if you go indoors. When this is built, it'll show you a difference. Obviously, up there at the top, we have some resources. We have scrap, food. I think that's emergency rations. We have clothing. We have 1 pistol, and I think that's no water. We have the people portraits, which gives us an idea of what they're doing. Quinn is doing research. He's watching the plants, as you can see. Rita's not doing anything. Sora is doing something, and Talus is moving stuff around. So now that we've got this, we're going to need another one because we need 4 beds. So we're going to need to build a little area of things here. So what we might do is we might put this together so that we have that. And we're also going to want a campfire at some point. So we haven't got enough of that. So what do we need? We need sticks, right? We need sticks. Let's get someone to get some sticks. Let's get people cutting down some sticks because we need some sticks for the fire. So somebody get onto that. Right. So it seems with the way this works is the AI automatically picks people. And look, I'll talk about some of the details of that in a minute. But in general, the AI picks people based on a series of factors as to who does what, where, when, and all that kind of thing. And they'll swap around. You know, someone will go and observe that bush, and then, like, Rita's taken over. So someone was observing that, and then they've decided to stop. Talus might do scavenging for a bit, and then have a break. Sora's constructing the shelter. She might stop doing that, and then go cut the bush. You know, so they swap in amongst themselves based on some algorithms that you can define in the controlling section. But what we're going to want first is we're going to want a shelter, we're going to want somewhere to sleep, and we're going to want some fire. So we're short of sticks, and we're short of stone. So we're going to have to get somebody to mine some stone. But how they're going to do that, I do not know, because we simply do not have any way to mine, I don't think. So is that a rock? Oh, we do. We can mine it. Oh, excellent. Well, why don't you go to that, and we'll start working. You can work on a fire. They're scavenging. Right, so these people are going to need beds. And there's going to be 4 of them. So, 1. You can, I believe, if you do that, you can copy. See R2 and copy. And I'll give them a bit of space, right? So, R2, copy. Turn that over. No, other way around. Head first inside, please. Right. So, there we go. We got room for 4 people. We're working on the fire. Not yet. We're working on the... We need more sticks, do we? Alright, let's get one of these trees down. More of that. And we've got all this stuff lying around. So what we're going to also need is down here in storage, which is a stockpile. Now, we've also got storage shelves. Stockpiles are one of those things. They work. Some things work well indoors. Some things work well outdoors. Got a storage chest. Cannot fit large construction resources. So we might just want to stockpile. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably just put it like here for now. We'll probably want to make it at least that big, and in fact I might make it that big. No, obstructed access to another device. Oh, you can't do that. Okay. We could put it that way. So we've got it running around the back. So that puts it near our shelter. Because we're probably going to be constructing stuff around here, right? So we're going to want to do things like find out what exactly this bush is. Are we still observing that bush? Yeah, 84%. So we're probably going to want to end up building around here, farming around here, doing all our bits and pieces, right? So let's carry on with that. They're getting the mat together. How are we with that fire? Still need more sticks. Okay. Let's get some more sticks. You can harvest with orders. So cut all, select that, and we're going to go for trees, and we're going to go click and drag. I want those three things gone because we're going to need that wood. Now, it's nighttime, so what they're going to do is they're going to start thinking about sleep at some point. We also want to be careful that we don't end up with some nasties turning up at nighttime. They found a synthetic vest. We've nearly got this bush done. What's the story with the bush, lady? Let's speed it up a little bit. It's a fruit bush! See? Marvelous. So now we got stuff that we can eat. You can go to harvest, and we can say, I want those 3 bushes. Let's someone get into that because we're gonna want food, you know. So definitely gonna want food. We're still short of sticks for this fire because we're gonna want that. I think, you know, at the minute it's fine. It's spring. It's 11 degrees. We need a grave. Wait, no, a place for people to be buried. Let's not be burying people. So we've got our stores at the back. They've put some storage vests in there. Some of those look kind of armored, which is fine. These are all the things that are in there. 3 construction materials, apparel, clothes and armor. No, that's fine. Won't let me see what it is. Right. Yeah, sometimes they do this. They go off for little walks. I mean, it's not like we're on an alien planet in the dark and you're wandering off by yourself! Anyway. What we're going to want is we're also going to want... this is a workbench. This helps us craft things. And this is a research desk, which helps us sort things out. And we got various defense mechanisms that we can use to build walls and things. So I think what we're going to want is we're going to want a workbench. So we're going to have a look at where we might put that outside. And we can always put that right here. And that will give us some productivity output. And we're going to go for a research desk as well. We can use a different amount of things. We seem to have an abundance of scrap metal right now. So we'll make one out of metal, and we'll put it right there. Right? So now we're talking walking. We got resources being stacked up. We got a place for people to sleep. We got a workbench underway for some crafting. We got some research. We got food on the go. We're still here with this thing, which is we've still got some resources to get out of that. So we don't need to worry about any of these guys, whether they're unknown. Could be observed and studied from a distance. Okay. And, you know, maybe it could be farmed eventually. What's this, kind of like a bird? A flying insect. Unlikely to be harvestable. That's what we got. We've got strange mushrooms. Might be edible after you do something with. What we got over here? This thing. Seems relatively peaceful. So some of these might be the kind of thing we could farm later. And then you got unknown plants and things. And this is a plant species that produces what's called leather. And that is another unknown. Right. So, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Has anyone gone to bed yet? Nobody gone to bed yet. Somebody's eating. Talus is eating. So, what you'll see is he's alright. He's cheerful. Happiness 82. Now, Talus is not happy. It could be he's not happy because he's hungry. He's suffered some smoke inhalation. They all have. That's as a result of the crash, I guess. So what we can do, I believe, is if you go to... No, maybe we just have to click on the people. Navigate. Ah, here we are. Right, so let's talk about people for a little minute. Let's pause and talk about our people. So we've got our people busy, and our people are all transporting resources, which is great. Picking up all the stuff that we've scavenged, take it back to our base. We can make things. So over here we've got all their various conditions: health, happiness, fullness, rest, and relaxation. Weapons, cold and heat tolerance, and what they're best at, and some social bits and pieces. So their health is good. Obviously, no one's been injured yet, as far as I can tell, which is jolly goody good. Happiness 75%. We'll talk about that in a minute. Fullness 65, rest 50, so tired, you know, but pretty relaxed, which is good. He's not carrying anything. He can tolerate cold, anything above -4 and anything below 38, and he's good at construction and physical. His health is fine. He's in mild pain because of the smoke inhalation. There's not a lot we can do. I think that'll clear itself. He's 100% conscious. He's a bit reduced in terms of his stuff, and he's rocking along at 37 degrees. His happiness is only 75 because he ate on foot, so they don't like standing up to eat. Table with chairs, right? So you need to give them somewhere to eat. It's dark, no light. Yeah, okay. Drowsy. Well, then go to bed. I can tell them to go to bed. We'll talk to that in a minute. In a little pain, yes, because of that. But he's determined. He survived. He's had a nice walk, and he's generally a cheerful bloke. These are the current clothes he's wearing. Nothing strange, startling, or fascinating. And I don't really have anything else. Sorry, none of that. These are his skills, which we talked about when we were looking at them and saying this is what he's good at. This is what he is. You know, he loves going on expeditions, etc., etc. He's generally cheerful. He does like a meat stew, and he likes snowmen. Oh, isn't that nice? And he's got a little story. He's on the lookout for his suspect of murder. He wanders the universe as an onboard engineer, hoping to catch a trail of his brother. Well, the universe is a big place, mate. I wouldn't start there. Maybe do an internet search. And this is what he's allowed to eat. Raw food. That can get you sick. Raw food. But we don't have anything to cook it with, so he can have beverages, he can have relaxation. Restrictions is to counterattack when being attacked instead of fleeing. Well, is he a good fighter? Where's his skills? So no, he's not. So no, don't fight. You run, sleep on the ground, eat on foot. Well, look, eat on foot if the chairs are too far away. Let's not worry about that. So that's fine. So there you go. So and we got Rita. So there you go. Rita's fine. She's more or less in the same boat. She's the same. She's less tolerant of the cold, but slightly more tolerant of the heat. Um, she's better at fighting. La 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 la. There's just backstory and everything else, and so she will eat fruits harvested from plants. Can we switch off raw food? No, you can't. If you want her to eat fruit, you're gonna have that. So sorry about that. Sora, she's a sniper, huh? So we could change her to say, fight back. Yeah, you're pretty good. You're a good fighter. Fight back. Um, she's the same. Blah blah blah. Tell us. We said she was a bit of a roughy tufty hard nose, wasn't she? Yeah, she should be able to fight back too. Don't you go running. That's all right. And tell us. I think we said you were. Yeah, no, you're fine. You can also fight back. We don't want everybody running. So at the minute, it's just Quinn is the big scaredy cat, and that's it. Hard working, etc., etc. Smart, Mr. Smart Guy. Right, there you go. So that's where our people stand. So it's 3 in the morning. Why have they not gone to bed? Why have they not gone to bed? So we can go down here into what's called schedule, and we can give them things to do, right? So we can say here, look, they can do anything from midnight till 5, all of them, right? But we don't have any relax time. So we move over to relax. We say, look, Quinn wants to rest in the morning. Rita wants to rest a little later. Then we might want Sora to rest a little later. And then we might want this guy to rest a little. And then we stagger the rest periods, noting that nobody's got sleep. So do we want to stagger sleep, or do we want everybody to get to sleep at the same time? I don't know how many hours they need. But let's say that. All right? And maybe we might stagger this a little so that you could go that far and one more, and you could go that far. Oh no, don't do that. I didn't mean to do that. Can I undo that? What does it say? Ooh. No, I can't undo that. In which case, it's that. So I wanted you to work till then relax, then work, then anything, and you to there. You seem to be getting slightly less work, so let's give you an extra work period. Let's give you a work period. Let's give you an extra anything period there. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Right? That should probably, they should be the same. And you need to do one more, man. Right, there you go. So that's setting up their daytime schedules for them to do stuff. So we've staggered some relaxation, we've staggered some sleep, we've staggered some anything, we've staggered some work. So they're getting 2 hours of doing anything, but they're mostly working. Which, I'm sorry to say, we're going to be busy. So you're going to be busy, but everybody needs to get a little bit of rest and a little bit of relaxation, otherwise they'll burn themselves out. So, everyone's complaining about needing a table. Probably need a big table. How much stone have we got? How much wood have we got? We got plenty of wood. There's wood everywhere. So, let's get an outdoor table for these people. Oh, we never did get that fire. Uh, right, okay. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll put that there. So we got table, we got chairs. So one, where's the chair? 2, 3, 4. That's fine. And in terms of camp, still haven't got enough. What am I missing? Sticks from bushes? Is that a bush? What is that? That's a fruit bush, which should be on the list. So, is that a tree? That's because I've. So that's wood, not a bush. So, what do I need? I don't really feel like I want to. But these are all fruit bushes? Because that feels like there's no fruit on that, right? Look, it's fruit free. This has got fruit on. So let's harvest this one for sticks, and we can probably also do. Could we do that one? No, it doesn't like that. Cut. Will it cut it? No, it only works for trees. Bushes. Blimey, Raleigh. Ah, it doesn't like that. Okay. I don't know why it didn't take that as a... But we need some sticks. So get into it, Quinn. Still at it over here? What are we up to? Still on 5. Blimey, Raleigh. Could we get this sorted while we're at it, please? Right, now then, let's have a look here. So, what can we craft? Bandages and slop. Wow, everybody likes a nice bit of slop. Because we can't cook anything yet without a fire. So let's get bandages underway. And let's make 8. Because you never know when we need bandages. So that'll stop when we get to 8. We've also got our research here. So here we are in terms of what we want to research. We've got emergency rations, which we can craft. We've got winemaking, which seems a bit much. We've got weaponsmithing, because we might need that. Camp management, construction of area flags, wooden fortifications, ore prospecting, find ore while breaking roads, construction basics, and everything else. So let's start with let's close. It's going to take 6 hours. You can queue things, right? So emergency rations, see how it's number 1. And I think then we need to get onto weapons, right? And then it's probably it for now. No, we might want optimize our efficiency, mining, chopping, and harvesting. So we want that. And I think we will want to be able to deconstruct things. And I think we might want to be able to. So there we go. We got 5 things on the list. We've queued a few things up. We're underway. Right, we're out of storage space already. Okay. What could we build that might increase? Because, you know, once you've got storage, you need storage. There's shelves, scrap metal. Yep, okay, we can do scrap metal. Let's do this. Let's put in a storage shelf there. That'll do. Let's get some more stores on the go. That's just storing it on the ground. We got some storage shelves to store some stuff in there. What else have we got build-wise? What else have we got? We've got light and heat. We could do a wall torch. We could do a wooden wall torch. We could put it there. That's one. That'll take care of the fact that they're unhappy about the dark. And we'll put another one there. We've got 2 torches on the go for the lighting situation. And what did I say? Production. Chopping block. Got our bandages going. We can split wood if we want. Science. We're on. Defense. A rotting meat stand that attracts hostile animals. You got traps. We got fencing. Got a fence door. We got a fence gate. We got things to manage all of our stuff, which is great. Furniture-wise, we can get married. Maybe our people can get married. Storage, chests, wardrobe, boxes. We're not doing any ranching. Farming. We can do a fruit bush field if we wanted to, now that we understand fruit bushes. And we've got our camping stuff. Yay! Look. We can do a scrap metal right there. Now we've got something to cook on. We're now cooking on not gas. And then we've got all this stuff for attacking and hunting and butchering and repairing and deconstructing and so on. So, we're off and away. Now then, what we want to do, I think, is let's see who's this little, what we've got here. We've got other things. Output when cut hay. And what's this? This looks like food. Let's get somebody over here observing this. Is this some kind of pumpkin? That looks like we could farm that. There's a pumpkin patch. What is that? Is that the same thing? What is that? No, it's just a thing. So, yeah, so they're talking about insufficient storage space. For what? I mean, he's piling it on in there. We've got room here to go. Is this, no, that'll take anything. And this slot will take anything. So that's fine. So, this squash-like plant. Yeah, it's probably a squash, isn't it? We still got people getting resources, sort of standing around. So, let's see now. What is on our list of things to do? Other than some more research. Because I think we're still on 6 hours worth of that. Let's have a look. What else can we do? We've got expeditions, tamed animals, we've got activities done by survivors. We've got overlays. These are our rooms. Our survivor port rights, you can switch them off, on or off. Oh, I don't know, I'm not bothered. I kind of don't mind them being there. You can switch your resource bar on or off if you want. That's toggling up there on the right, but I don't know exactly what it's toggling. And that's my tamed animals, and these are orders. This is where you can see that. So if you want to have a look and get a feel for what the place looks like, for this, that's fine. I mean, we're surviving, right, so far. So what do we want to devote our time to next? Do we want to devote our time to a little bit of defense? Because that, I think, is a cooking stove. Can we place that? We can place that. So do we want to make somewhere to cook things? We got a little bit of fire. We've got our little collection of spaces going. So what if, because you can move these things, like R2 and that, you can move it over here. So what I can do is I can temporarily move that. And then what I can do is we can have a look at the camp. That's all we have so far. And we can still build that. There, right? So then what we can do is we can go from camp into, what did we say? Oh, was it light and heat? No, production. Right. So we can then put that in there. Oh, we need to get they need to finish moving the desk out. So it's taking up a bit of time. We'll just get them to move it. Which is fine. Right, okay, so here we are. So we can then put the cooking stove in there. And they can do that, and they can cook now indoors. So we've got somewhere to sleep, we got somewhere to cook. We could move this stuff out, and what could we do? I'm conscious that we have storage out there, which is fine. Yeah, okay, no, that's okay. Look, we could build another scrap metal shelter here. So we need to leave them room to get to the desk. Which is fine. And then we can take this desk and we can move it in there. And they can move that. Blah, 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 blah. And they'll get onto that, which is jolly good. And what we might do is... Yeah, we're going to need to get some more wood soon. We'll rack up another storage area out back. And we are going to get these trees harvested, right? Yeah, let's do this whole top bit, shall we? And there's stones there as well. And you guys can sort that out. And what we'll do is we'll sort this out and we'll make a little fenced enclosure. So we all feel a little bit safer, right? Day 3, midnight. Talos is still working. I assume that's in keeping with his schedule. Talos should be in sleep. What's wrong with him? Isn't this supposed to be moving? Okay, well we'll get there eventually. Get there eventually, right? Get there eventually. We're still working on this thing. 20%. Because I think we could start farming some veggies. Clear out this fruit. Make a little space that we can defend. Because inevitably we're going to have some nasties come along, right? And we can have a look at these critters. Might be able to make separate little farmed ranches out here. Even if we have to. I mean, they don't seem like they're going anywhere. Right. Move along. Speed things up a bit. Oh. We put together a camp because we are not sleeping and we have a roof and a fire, and the most we have to use, to us this feels like an achievement. We gather around and celebrate being alive at 7. Yeah, sure, why not? You're right. You're right. Gosh darn it, lady, but you're right. And when you're right, you're right. Right. So they're back into that. Let's slow them down a bit. So they put the research under there. The workbench is still outside, which is fine. Some sticks. They're heading over that way. What else do we need other than this stuff? I think we got light going. Furniture is what furniture is for right now. We could upgrade to beds. But we need a lot more stuff. Oh no, wood fabric bed. Wood leather bed. Wood leather bed. Blimey, it's all go, eh? A metal leather. Ouch! Dries raw resources, draws red meat into dried meat and hides into leather. Okay. Farming we know about. We've got shelters we're talking about. Scrap metal shelters, fine. We got bunches of that. And we got stuff on the go. So yeah, let's get another one of these scrap metal shelters built. Right around here. We'll leave a little gap in there. Well, feel free to move this. Over here, which is fine, because what I was thinking is we could then even storage wise, I haven't put in a storage chest yet. I think we could put a storage chest there, and we could put a wooden storage chest here. That would be good. And we could say, I don't want raw food or cooked food or raw fabrics. I want all of the other stuff. Maybe not other items. Okay. So let's give it a task. It's the kind of thing we don't want raw food or raw. We'll have all the other stuff in it. Right? And that'll be like just specialized storage. Now then, we can. So how you do this is deconstruct. Change into. No. I don't want it to change into. Oh, that was reconstruct. I wanted deconstruct. So we're going to take the beds out. I'm going to take these beds out. And we're going to give them wooden beds. And I think possibly, if I'm right, you can put it like that. It makes it a bit weird. I don't see how that would fit. That's a bit of a. I thought you could maybe connect the. No, it won't let you do that. Let us cancel that. Cancel. Thank you. Right, so you've done all that, right? Let's get you some proper beds, man. Bed! Wooden bed. A wooden fabric bed. There we go. 1. Copy. 2. Copy. 3. Copy. 4. Right. Now you're feeling better, right? You got real beds. Let's have a look. How happy are they? Look at these people go! He's great. He's euphoric. What's he been smoking, eh? Smoking the drapes! Total happiness, no risk of meltdown. Excellent. Who's next? Total happiness, no risk of meltdown. Sora, she's the one that was having the meltdown. She's still disturbed sleep. Why is your sleep disturbed? I can't. Let's go over here. Disturbed sleep. Someone made a noise and woke me up. Oh, she wants to sleep alone. I feel a bit dizzy. Okay, that's a bit weird. Right, he's just totally fantabulosy. Right, so we got all that going on. We got a whole load of wood. We don't got no sticks. So let's have a look at this defense. We got liquid fuel, which is good. So we can't make a brick fence, but we could make scrap metal. We could make stone. So here's the, let's put it on pause here while we have a look at this, because defense is important, right? So scrap metal, integrity 20, a low barrier that diverts most animals from the, not all, most animals from their path. Sticks, integrity 10. You know, it's a stick thing. If creatures attack, it's going to fall over. Wood fence has got 20, so same as the scrap metal. 3 metal, 2 wood. This is 5 wood, but it's integrity 50. The stone also has integrity 50. That's 100, and carbon is 250, made out of carbon nanotubes. Blimey. So I'm reckon we got a lot of. Let's go with the classic old sharpened wooden spike fence. So where do we want to go from? I don't think creatures can come around this. I say that with no evidence whatsoever. I'm thinking that's what the yellow means. So if that is the case, then building a fence in a straight line from here all the way along here won't let us do that because that's in the way somehow. Okay, I'm okay with that because we can still go around there and we can still go all the way around here. And what we might do is we might make our enclosure for now quite tough. And then what we'll do is we'll consider having maybe a less tough area outside for farming and things. How about that? We don't have to expend all of our meaty resources. Because that's, is there any way to know how much? No, it doesn't tell you how much the total fence takes up in terms of. It's 21 construction sites at 5 each. So I think that's fine. So we got this, and we got this area here which has got stuff in it, but we don't need to protect that. We can always just run that out here. Same distance, which is what, there? So there you go. So I think that puts a couple of boundaries there. And then we can put gates in. What we can do is you can have a look at a fence door. This is for people. So we've got enough room for a scrap door. So we can put a scrap door, say there, for us to get in and out of. And we can put a scrap door, say there, because that's where our stockpile is to get in and out of, right? And then I think that's a poles fence door. Yeah, no, that's all right. We're gonna go with the pole fence right across the front. Now, the thing that it said, the thing that it cautioned was, you want to make sure that any attacking animals can find their way in to somewhere that you would like them to find their way into, right? And to do that, use a gate. So if we were to say, put a gate, a pole gate, we'll turn it around, here, facing out, that's great. We can then build other things that will channel them towards this gate, and then we can defend the gate ourselves. So that's the plan stand. So we're underway. So this is a buttermelon. So we can harvest it. The fail chance at farming is 30%, with no failure at farming 3. So we can manage that. Don't worry about that. Oh, everybody's celebrating. Sorry, it's yeah, it was 1900. Sorry, you guys still celebrating? Celebration, come on, let's celebrate. Celebration, come on, let's celebrate. And that's a good place to leave it. So yeah, let's save it there. So that's an hour. Oh man, didn't an hour go by, right? So yeah, I mean, look, it's not the worst, is it? I mean, it seems relatively okay. To be honest, there's not a heck of a lot to do in the first hour, other than what you've kind of seen me do. I'll just go back to the main menu for now. So yeah, so that's it. That's the first hour of Stranded Alien Dawn, and some stuff done, some stuff, but we're surviving. We covered the basics, and I think we covered all of the elemental basics in that. We covered water doesn't seem to be such a big drama on this so far, but we got food, we researched food, we made shelters, we did all that. We didn't have to go through combat yet, which is fine. It's as you expect, a kind of a point and click kind of a thing. You can do the tutorials; it shows you how to do it. And there's things to be done as a little relaxation sim builder. That hour flew past just doing stuff, and it's not too grindy, it's not too tedious, it's not too much of a problem. So yeah, so there you go. If you like it, if you like Hiemamant Games, you like some of the stuff they've done, Tropico and things like that, yeah, it might be for you. It certainly seems good, seems nice, seems easy. Doesn't seem to be too onerous so far, but obviously things happen as you progress through the game with the intention of making things a little bit harder for you, presenting you with some challenges and stuff. And we didn't really cover any of that because we started it at a fairly medium, sort of easy thing. I'm sure if you start on like hardcore death kill mode, you're just like, dead in 30 minutes, for all I know. Yeah, so there you go. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice little game. I don't think it's too problematic. I don't think it's even going to be realistically that difficult overall. Like I said, it might change on hardcore death kill mode, and you're seeing some of the nasties that can attack your camp and overrun you and such. But yeah, there you go. So maybe you enjoy it, maybe you have it, maybe you don't, maybe you're looking into it. It was only released in, I think, April this year. It was, I think, the last thing that Foundry did for Frontier Developments, and then they folded in June. So I think this was probably the last game that they franchised, authorized, whatever kind of sketchy business deal they'd cooked up with David the Devil Braben. But anyway, there you go. Not a bad little game. Graphics are good, seems to function quite well. Didn't have any hiccups or problems or any glitches or anything, so which you wouldn't expect. I mean, it's a fairly simplistic little game from that perspective, from a graphic perspective. So yeah, do drop a like, post any comments, thoughts, appreciations, commiserations, anything you found out. You say, oh yeah, it seems easy now, you wait. Do join the legions of subscribers on my channel. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all again soon. Ta-ta for now. PlayStation